a little aloha in our day. Aloha, everybody. I'm Aunty Dawn. Welcome back to your Choose Aloha Pump You Up session. Because champions always choose aloha, and aloha always wins. So we're in our latest, greatest episode of F-bombing. Yep, blowing it up F-bomb style. And the F is for forgiveness, letting go of anger, surrendering your thoughts of revenge, and taking control, holding on, moving forward in your own personal power. Come on, that's just good love right there. Last time, we took it up another level, our newest superpower of anger alerts. Remember how we drew ourselves in our G journal? Here's mine. And these are anger alerts, are signs that our body uses to warn us that we're starting to get a little angry, a little hot under the collar, a little crunch in our eyebrows. Something's not right. That's what the anger alert tells us. And we're about to flip our lid, but instead we choose to flip the script for your whole brain. Hug the human. Now, we drew that stick man in our G journal. We wrote out our anger alerts. Next, what do? We're slaying the beast, the enemy within, when anger gets out of control and into trouble. Just say no, volcano. No, no, volcano. No, no. Today, we're going to level up one more time. Strictly advanced elite superhero hardcore fighters, which means all of us as Chihu champions. Today, the Pump You Up session is called Pinches and Punches. Pinches and punches. Try it with me. Pinches, punches. Don't punch anybody, just like little air punch right there. Simple as a pimple starts like this. First of all, we all have different levels of anger or different degrees of anger about different things. It's important to be aware of how much anger we're experiencing to try to let it go. Let it go. Sorry, triggered. Is it a little bit of anger, a pinch, or is it a lot, which is a punch? Second off, sometimes anger can feel like a pinch, small, irritating, maybe like a level 3 on a scale of 1 to 10. These are easy to brush off, shake it off, shake it off. Example, something I only feel a little angry about is having to wear a mask in public. A little bit irritating, kind of annoying, especially when I forget it in the car and I got to run back from the store to get it because you can't. No mask, no pass. So a little bit irritating. Another pinch, quite honestly, is waiting in those long lines 6 feet apart. And people don't even know how 6 feet is. They're all getting up on your backside. Okay, calm down. See, when I talk about it too much, I start to get more than a pinch. So those are some of the pinches I have in my life. And I know it's worth it because we're crushing the curve. No problem. It's kind of like a pet peeve is another way to call a pinch of anger, or another word to describe it, a bit bothered, maybe annoyed, irritated, peeved, irked, or displeased. What are some of your pinches? I'd like to know. You can always email me if you want to get it off your chest. Dawn@jessieLewisChooseLove.org. Now, that went from a pinch. We're going to go a little bit further. Something I feel angrier about is when you're on a group project. I'm just speaking hypothetically in my life. You're in a group project and you end up doing all the work. The girl with 2 thumbs right here. Nobody else does their jobs and then I end up covering. That's a little bit more than a pinch. That gets into like the middle anger zone. Or here's another one. When somebody asks you a question, like they're texting, and then they don't even listen to your answer. They just disregard and do exactly what they wanted to do after all. Plus, they just ignore it and they leave you on red. Have you ever had that with your friends? Probably not your friends, probably just, people I think of. But that's another middle anger because I'm like, you just asked me for my time and my opinion. I took the time to tell you nicely to help you and you didn't respond. This is now a medium intensity anger. I'm just going to smile when I say it so I can keep calm. These are words that come to mind when I think about medium level anger: troubled, insulted, disgruntled, resentful. What are some of the words you're thinking right now? And keep it clean, family. Remember, F-bomb stands for forgiveness. So those medium level anger, if we don't address the small pinches, they sometimes lead to medium level pinches and sometimes even worse, a punch. Now, punches are intense feelings of anger or frustration. What was once a 2 or 3 on a scale of 10 zips up to a 6 or 7 or even a 10. No, volcano. If we bottle up or don't share our feelings of frustration or being peeved and slightly pinched, for example, I'll tell you one that's personal. These are situations that challenge our values, who we are, and our identity, or those that are threatening to us. These can lead to punches. Now, here's the personal, something I tend to feel very angry about is when someone lies to me and I find out, especially when it's not even an important item. Like, why did you have to lie about going to the store? And here's another one. When someone hurts one of my family or friends, that's a punch. Not a physical one. I try not to physically punch people. I promise. But it's not literally, but metaphysically, we're talking about an intense anger. Here's another one. When someone hurts a child or a student in front of my face, that makes me go to a very extreme level of anger. That's like a red hot alert, 5-alarm fire. Now you better stop this list on, because I'm starting to actually stir up these feelings of anger. No, volcano. No, Hulk Arena. Now, here are words that I would use to say a punch. Another word is feeling fed up, feeling irate or livid, feeling enraged or infuriated. These are words that describe extreme levels of anger, and I'm going to speak very nicely so I can calm myself down. What sorts of situations or things bring up extreme, intense anger for you? Go ahead and think about that, because you have to be aware and mindful of our feelings. When you begin to feel that punch, that extreme anger, you may feel very strong anger and desire to be rigid in your stance or the way that you're feeling. Like you just can't see the other person's point of view. You just are right. I know I'm right. I don't need to hear you. You may question whether or not you want to continue to even be in a relationship with this person. I do that too much. I just end it. I'm like, over it, end it, unfriend, and not just on Facebook or IG, unfriend. But right now, we're going to stop, pause, take a nice deep G breath, gratitude breath, hold it. And we're going to start making some lists in our G journal of our levels of anger, pinches and punches. You may have something in between these two, whether it's a small pinch or a big punch. You may have things that are in the middle, and you may wish to make that a level that is the ultimate level of anger, like it's a 10 plus. When somebody violates physically or sexually anybody in this earth, or anybody that I love, that's ultimate 10 plus anger for me. You go ahead and name that for yourself. You might want to call it the lava volcano coming for you. You name it, yours. It's really important for us to be aware of these red flags. When we're aware of these situations or circumstances, times or things that may spark us into anger, whether that's a pinch, a mid-level, or a punch, or the no volcano, lava spew, we can begin to approach this mindfully and make better decisions about how we can handle them. Anger is an important alert, but don't lose control and flip your lid. When someone has betrayed you or violated you, or you experience extreme anger, it can require greater focused attention to let go of that anger. It is important for you. It's important because you're important. You may need to practice breathing or shifting your thinking with positive affirmations. Remember the big A word for the big win? Affirmations. You may need to take a mindful moment to refocus your thoughts and center yourself here. You may need more than a minute to reflect and help yourself regain control of your mind and your body. All those anger alerts, all the alarms firing off. Take a deep breath, refocus, center. Here's another superpower, our Choose Aloha champions, and we're just about done. The power of visualization. You can use visualization to help let go of anger. You can imagine washing anger away with water under a big waterfall, blowing anger away in the wind. You can visualize and imagine releasing anger in a balloon that floats high, high away into the sky. Or focus on love, care, and joy that you've experienced in your recent past. You may visualize anything that symbolizes letting go and having peace, calm, chillax. So what? Now what? So what? Now what? Take a minute now. We're going to go into a fresh page in your G journal. Draw a visualization that works for you to release your anger. When you visualize, you practice using creativity and imagination, which is engaging your entire human brain, the whole thing. Hug the human. This allows you to control over feelings and think clearly so you can make good choices, powerful choices, winning choices, smashing success choices. Draw your visualization for you. Make it really clear, including everything that makes this picture come to life. Visualizing letting go of anger. How do you let it go? Go for a deep swim, a long run, good stretching exercise. Just draw yours. Sailing on a sailboat, surfing. You can practice this visualization in your mind at any time. Draw a picture at any time to help you deal with our feelings of anger. After anger alerts, now we've learned the pinches and the punches so we can control our inner beast, anger, and not lose control. Make better, greater, winningest choices of the F-bomb, forgiveness, and aloha. Let's always choose aloha. A-L-O-H-A, a little aloha in our day.